Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. So, in today's episode, we're going to be discussing anime. So, I've watched a couple shows of anime shows. Um, you know, I know. And so, let's talk about them. I've watched My Hero Academia, which I am waiting for more to come. The way that they ended it was a little weird. I am on season 7 of Fairy Tale, almost done with that, and I finished I guess you could say the third season of Demon Slayer, which honestly, that show was done in a day. Like I finished that episode, the new season in like a day. And yes, I am actually wearing. If you cannot see from all the way over there where you're sitting, I'm wearing a UA necklace because I will be doing an anime event at my local cover bar. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. We've got multiple shows going on. I've texted the owner that sent some banners over to her, and I we have a bigger banner for photography, and then we also have a bunch more. It's definitely gonna be exciting. Um, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. It's starting the 26th, and then next month it's gonna be second and fourth Thursday of every month. The owner was like, "Do you think two a month is too much? I feel like once a month would be funner." And I'm like, no, I've already been telling a lot of people about that it's going to be the 2 weeks out of the month. I've been getting a lot of good feedback. And so she's just like, okay, cool. Like, if you don't want me doing it, just say you don't want me to do it. But whatever. I'm doing it for the people. I know that they're gonna have the people that come out are gonna have a lot of fun. Like we have board games. We're gonna have Nintendo Switches going. Well, not like bring your own Nintendo Switch, obviously, and bring like you could even bring some of your own board games. There's a cosplay contest, which is super fun. A lot of people love with anime love cosplaying. I've definitely been telling a lot of people at work. Definitely been good feedback, and I am definitely excited. Later on in this episode, we're also going to bring in some new, like, great shows to watch. I want to get into Cyberpunk. I One of my close friends, you guys might remember him on the Making Music episode, Sebastian. He recommended Cyberpunk. He might come to the event. A lot of people that I've been telling are like, yeah, that sounds like really cool. I definitely want to come. So it's not, and like I told at least probably 40 people by now, and that is evidently the max capacity. But there's no way that we're fitting 40 people into the bar. Like, yeah, that would be nice, but also the pool players have to have enough space to shoot pool. We have to have we're having a space for all of the board games. I know Thursdays usually get pretty busy in general, anyways. So it's not gonna be like the place isn't gonna be packed. So the place will be packed. I know the pool players will come out, usually come out on Thursdays. I see them always on Tuesdays as well. Those are the pretty much the 2 days that I go there, which might have to cut it back to only Thursdays because I am going back to school next week. So yeah, literally filming this last minute for you guys. Not last minute, but like right before I have, like the day before I have to upload it because I am going to enjoy my days off. So, and then film Thursday, but it's a definite film Thursday thing. Like, I have to film the podcast and the regular video for you guys, and then edit all on the same day. Then Friday, I literally will be doing a homework along with during the weekends and Tuesdays when I get home. Because I don't work Tuesdays. But I mean that's a lot of days to do the homework, but also like I don't need to get burnt out. So yeah, especially when I'm gonna be hosting events on Thursdays, and then I gotta support my buddies who are um, also hosting other events on Thursdays and Tuesdays. So I'm excited. I got my jacket in for anime night. So the first night I'm gonna go as Shoto from My Hero Academia. Shoto Todoroki. Sorry. Um, and then I definitely will be doing a actual like creating my like I like creating my own character now, but also I like dressing up. So I will be ordering a. Oh, I don't have. Is it in my cart? No, that's on a different website. I will be creating my own character for UA class 1A. So I will I'll order the whole gym uniform and everything, uh, and then create my own character, create my own quirks, and I will have fun with it, run with it. And I am excited. Definitely gonna be having like fun creating that like the quirks. I know I won't like replicate anything like um Deku's or Midoriyama's. Midoriya. Midoriyama is from Ninja Warrior. Um, but then I will the following one of the following weeks I want to recreate a character from Fairy Tales outfit. I found one on AliExpress. I know that I don't usually trust AliExpress because I ordered my rainbow wig from them and it was not so great. But I definitely will be having fun, especially cosplaying as like multiple characters. That's the thing that I love doing is like dressing up and creating my own characters with everything. I will have a blast. So, yeah. And then eventually I will also do a character from Naruto. With the first shows that we're showing as well is gonna be like a majority of the like the first one, the first week at least, we'll have a couple like we'll have Demon Slayer on probably, Naruto, and then we have two others that will be showing on putting on like maybe Cyberpunk, and then another well-known one like My Hero or even Sailor Moon, which that'll be fun doing a like putting on Sailor Moon because I know that it is a very popular, well, not very popular, but like a popular show. Not like mainstream anime, but we could also even put like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon on, um, depending on how, if we find it, which really wouldn't be that hard because, yeah. And then we literally could put on other shows eventually. Like we're gonna obviously have the trading card games going on, board games, different Nintendo Switch games going on. At least like I bought one, so I know that we'll be able to play on like with mine. But definitely like even bring like do Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Like I just bought it. That was like the first game that I bought on my Nintendo Switch was Pokemon Scarlet. The reason why I did Scarlet and not Violet was because like red, I've always had red, and especially with the Game Boy Color, I always had red. And then definitely a good game. Like I am definitely having like fun on that. I was just playing the My Hero Academia game that I was talking about, and then I was also like I played that this morning a little bit more. I got it in the mail yesterday, which I am excited. Was excited. Like, of course, I was heading to work right when it was getting delivered, so I wasn't able to really play it until I got home. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break and then be right back. I got food in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up an article of a list of good anime series to watch. The 30 best anime series of all time. At Pace, we believe there's an anime for everyone. With lists like this, diverse demographics are often left unconsidered, effectively sidelining female and LGBT viewers. Hobbyists and fandoms have long had distinctive, individualized communities, lively groups that often do not intersect except maybe at anime conventions, given over half of North America's attendees are female. So why is it that lists like this leave out anime made by women for women, and why can't these anime be enjoyed by men too? Working. So this is from the perspective, the viewpoint, or POV point of view of the writer who put this together, whose name is Austin Jones and Paste TV Writers. Okay. Excuse me. Working on this list allowed me to examine my own taste and the sort of aesthetic that guides me. I've long enjoyed Shoujo for its not Florida, florid style and high melodrama, but when I thought of anime that deserved to be on a list of the best ever, only shows with male protagonists came to mind. Prestige anime is often centered around a man and his struggles, themes that often disclude varied viewers and create an echo chamber of impenetrable, inarguable taste for fans and disgust. These anime are great, and you'll find many of the expected takes on this list. But in complying and compiling this, I tried to consider every genre's most exemplary offerings. Shows both young and old are represented, with at least one show for everyone, no matter their age, gender, or sexuality. And I will McDonald's. I haven't done a mukbang in so long, and yeah, I might do a film one tomorrow. And I'm set to schedule on Thursday. In these anime, almost everyone can be seen in some way, whether it be in the rosy meditations of a slice of life show or the bombast of thrilling action. The world of animation is constantly evolving, and we want to evolve with it. Our list is carefully curated with both accessible and challenging titles, a perfect landing pad for anime newcomers looking to dive headlong into shows that are essential, strange, or soothing. We hope you find something you'll fall in love with. Cowboy Bebop is on where you can watch on Funimation, Hulu. I keep forgetting that there's anime on Hulu. And then I know that there's anime on Netflix because that's where Cyberpunk is. So, yeah. Original run 1998. Every debate over whether or not Cowboy Bebop, Shinichiro Watanabe. Yes, I know I probably butchered that. Science fiction masterpiece is the pinnacle of anime, is a semantic one. It is full stop. Its particular blend of cyberpunk intrigue, western atmosphere, martial arts action, and noir cool in seinen form is unmatched and widely appealing. Its existential and traumatic themes are universally relatable. Its characters are complex and flawed, yet still ooze cool. The future it represents is ethnically diverse and eerily prescient. Its English dub, boasting some of America's greatest full-time voiceover talents, somehow equals the subtitled Japanese language original. Its 26 episode run was near perfect, and episodes that might have served as filler in another series are tight, taut, and serve the show's thesis, even as they do not distract from its overarching plot. And why the heck am I craving chocolate milk now? Definitely see it being one of those days. I mean, I do have that. I can always make chocolate milk with that. Possibly. I don't know how it'll taste. But we can try. And then come back in a little bit And we go on our next break. Distract from its overarching plot, which is compelling but not overbearing. It's accessible to new hands and still rewards old timers with every repeated watch. Yoko Kanno's magnificent jazz-heavy soundtrack and score stand on their own. Its opening credits are immaculate. It's an original property, not an adaptation. It feels like a magnum opus produced at the pinnacle of a long career despite being almost unbelievably Watanabe's first series as a director. It is the masterwork that should justly rank among the best works of television of all time, let alone anime. John Maher. And then one that everybody knows. Full Metal Alchemist, which is another show that I have to get into. Well, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I should say. But we gotta stay hydrated, so some more water. And we're only on the second bit, so some of the 30 will not be read. But you can watch it on Crunchyroll, VRV, which I don't know what that is. Funimation, which Crunchyroll and Funimation, well, Crunchyroll bought Funimation, so it is now combined. And yes, my new necklace is dangling. In its original run was 2009 to 2010. For many, Brotherhood is the essential anime experience, and it's easy to see why. A more faithful adaptation to Hiramu Arakawa's mega popular manga series than the original adaptation. Brotherhood contends with loss, grief, war, racism, and ethics in mature and unique ways, ahead of its time in nearly every aspect. What's more, the show is paced perfectly with neatly wrapped arcs that lead into each other and bolster a greater global narrative on selected themes. Brotherhood is just the right length, never overstaying its welcome and proving how versatile and malleable the conventions of shonen anime can be. Those pizza bites are so good. Glad I made the whole bag. Brotherhood has a sizable cast of characters, all of different nationalities and ideologies with motivations that often oppose one another. The show manages to use these moving forces to form factions, alliances, and foils that flow in multiple directions, paralleling the often messy, always chaotic nature of human relationships during wartime. This show's emotional core revolves around the plight of the Elric brothers, Ed and Alphonse, two alchemists sponsored by the authoritarian Amestris military. It's not your classic military drama though, as Ed and Alphonse quickly learn how far Amestris authoritarianism stretches. Before Brotherhood excels lies in the sensitivity where Brotherhood excels lies in the sensitivity it expresses for every one of the characters fighting for their desires and contending with their mistakes, with particular highlights for the plights of minorities and women. Ed and Alphonse struggle with the fallout after attempting forbidden alchemy to revive their recently deceased mother. Later, their childhood friend Winry is portrayed heroically for acting as an emergency midwife. Scar, initially introduced as a brutal serial killer, is one of the last remaining indigenous Ishvalans, an ethnic group purged during a colonial war at the hands of Amestris. His odyssey continues to ring more and more resonant as we stray further into a post-terror world. It's why the series continues to wow today. It eschews click to make cogent points on human consciousness. Austin Jones. And we're gonna go ahead and take another quick break so that I can try to make that chocolate milk, because I really want some chocolate milk right now. So I'm back. I already ate all the pizza bites. There ain't nothing left. So let's go through. I haven't heard of that one, that one. Dragon Ball Z. Mark 30. You can watch it on Funimation, which I'm literally going. Excuse me. Going to be watching more shows today when I'm waiting for. Well, actually, no. I don't have to wait to have it uploaded. Actually, I do. I do. I dooby dooby doo. Yep, I sure do. I sure do. Cause then I have to do the MP3 over to Addy, or no, MP video, something over to MP3 for audio for this episode. Sorry, let's get on to it. Original run 1989 to 1996. That's a long run. Well, this is the original one. They just did a remake. In every practical sense, Akira Toriyama's status as one of the anime's greatest creators was all but secured with Dragon Ball. Loosely inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, the manga and subsequent anime series of Son Goku's, Son Goku. Son Goku's misadventures to collect all 7 of the mythical dragon balls inspired a whole generation of manga artists and animators in Japan. The original series was a classic, but it was Dragon Ball Z that marked the series' transition from a national treasure into a worldwide phenomenon, with hyperkinetic violence, flashy energy attacks, dizzying spectacles of mass destruction, and tense moments of serial escalation. Dragon Ball Z is a singularly important installment in the canon of martial arts, action, anime, and an enduring entry point of newcomers to the medium to this day. Now let's scroll more. There we go. Sailor Moon. And you could watch it on Hulu. Original run 1992 to 1997. Sailor Moon taught so many girls that they can be Sakarian saviors and that kindness is the ultimate weapon. Usagi Tsukino never shreds her more unseemly traits, but experienced tremendous growth over Sailor Moon's 5 season span. The plot cycle can get a little repetitive, but Sailor Moon features some really strong lady characters, including all of the outer guardians and villains like Black Lady, Shiba Usa's evil grown up persona, and Queen Nehelnia, whose childhood loneliness spawns true evil. Make sure to watch every season for even more statements on gender and sexuality. Sarah Seji. And you already know that we gotta include JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Netflix, Crunchyroll. I still don't know what VRV is, and Hulu. And originally ran in 2005, which awesome. It's another go-to that I need to watch. Not necessarily chocolate milk, more like cacao, caramel, and oat milk. Still good though. It's the caramel. I love the caramel. For some time, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been the anime I turn to when I need some R&R. Not that anything about it at first glance is particularly chill. It's an anime full of men built like classical sculptures, arguing as loud as they can over psychic battles they're having seemingly in molasses slow time. What? I don't understand. What feels like hours encapsulates little more than a minute in JJBA's universe. JJBA, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, is so much more than that, though. It's a journey that spans a century and obliterates the rules of how to tell a traditional adventure story, taking liberal inspiration from Indiana Jones. Oh, KK. Versace, classic rock, and any other fleeting interest. I didn't press anything, you dumb screen. Interest of mangaka Hirohiko. What the heck? Araki, to make an explosive hodgepodge of fast-paced absurdity, a language you'll pick up on quickly. And soon find cozier than Sailor Moon. There's a reason JJBA continues to be one of the most influential pieces of media to come out of the anime world. Hunter x Hunter, which you can watch on Crunchyroll, Netflix, and again, I still don't know what VRV is. So, yeah. And its original run was from 2011 to 2014. There are countless shonens and American TV shows even that focus on a group of young characters using supernatural abilities and deductive reasoning to problem solve. Hunter x Hunter is a rare find among this homogeneous archetype because of its attention to detail and emotional investment. This anime is filled with whimsical subplots that don't always end with a major event, but let you know characters in this world were alive before you started watching them. Hunter x Hunter begins with Gon Freeze's as he sets out on a journey to become a hunter. He's your typical savior figure protagonist unique to shonen, but fortunately he keeps the annoying repetitive mantras to himself. His determination to see the best in people becomes a marvel of the series, and his dedication to others drives the plot. He makes friends with a young boy from a family of assassins, and their polarized dynamic creates a connection that makes the series inspiring. The compelling relationship between these two boys demands emotional investment from you. Togashi emphasizes their young and inexperienced by pitting them against much older, more experienced villains and introduces powerful mentors that help them evolve. He's meticulous about tailoring his character's abilities to their personality, but everyone draws their strength from resolve. The feats of pure determination you'll witness in this anime will change you. Togashi will struggle with a medical condition for some years, but he claims the manga is far from over. Hopefully the remastered anime gets a 7th season soon. Jared Johnson II. Which, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take another break because I have to enter a text message and then we'll be right back. So, another one is Mobile Suit Gundam. Sadly, nowhere officially, but available for physical purchase. Huh? Then we ain't gonna read it. Mob Psycho 100 on Crunchyroll. Funimation. And that's it. Besides VRV, which I still don't understand what VRV is. So we ain't gonna talk about it. It's really a slab of silver. What? Shigeo Mob Kageyama is a psychic of unquestionable talent. Unfortunately, that's about all he has going on in the skills department. Based on a web manga by One Punch Man, Mob Psycho 100 is a psychedelic blend of coming of age tropes and ghost adventures following Mob as he and his fraudulent mentor Reigen solve supernatural problems in Seasoning City. The show's animation, courtesy of Bones, or known for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and My Hero Academia, maintains film quality action sequences and trippy Technicolor style throughout, but what really makes it a cut above the rest is its seemingly unforgettable star. Mob starts off as an unremarkable boy who just wants to be normal. His dedication to live every day to the fullest is infectious, and by the end, he's got a hearty cast of confidants and companions. Mob Psycho 100 will attract you with its wackiness, but its moments of emotional clarity will keep you coming back. Austin Jones. Serial Experiments Lain on Funimation. Original run 1998. If you took every heady philosophical cyberpunk thriller of the late 1980s and 1990s, filtered them through The Matrix and Ghost in the Shell, and deliberately chopped and screwed the timeline, you would be left with this psychological head scratcher of a seinen. At its center is Lane Iwakura, a shy teenage girl whose personality morphs both online and off as she becomes more and more involved with The Wired, a virtual reality world comprising simultaneously every communication method known to humanity. Director Ryu Taro and Nakamura manages to cram an extraordinary amount of metaphysical musing into the show's brief 13-episode run, which, despite being anything but an easy watch, is exceptionally rewarding for those willing plug into its world with an open mind. John Maher. And to read one more, Princess Tutu on High Dive. Don't know what that is either. Original run 2002 to 2003. Over the last couple decades, the Magical Girl anime has been re-examined, deconstructed, and bastardized to death to the point that nearly any anime featuring a young female lead can qualify. Princess Tutu sets itself apart from the pack by breathing life into anime's most formulaic genre while maintaining what it is that brings us back to cute mascots and magic wands again and again. As much a Magical Girl shows as it is a fable, the story is centered around a duck and human attending a ballet academy. Duck's existence is constantly in question. Not only is she a duck, but she's also Princess Tutu, a storybook character who must compete with the Raven and his daughter, Princess Krehi, who attends Duck's Academy. Princess Tutu is consistently humanizing a vigorous dance of reclaimed agency and sacrificial love, and stands above genre trappings as a riveting and timeless tale for children and adults alike. Austin Jones. So that is where I'm going to leave you guys today. If you guys want to leave in your guys' favorite animes or anime series, go ahead and DM or, well, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. Again, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram, or just comment down below if you guys are watching the video portion of this. Bye guys, love you!